Hi, everybody. My name is Donna, and I am CEO and co-founder of Invisu, where we're creating a smarter investment process. Over the past 12 years, I've been a corporate storyteller, working both with startups and with investors, helping them craft fundraising materials that raise them hundreds of millions of dollars. And in this time, I've seen that this process is quite broken. I mean, an angel has to check 40 deals before they find one to invest in. And with VCs, it's 400 to 1. I mean, how much time are you guys wasting in this process? Seriously. And not only that, we are actually going through an evolution right now. Soon, almost anybody will be able to invest in startups. And this is going to make everything happen much faster and online, turning this into this. And only the people that fast enough will get there and not die. Well, I mean, maybe not die, but not miss out on some great deals. And it's all about having the right tools to get there. Now, what's amazing to me is you guys invest in cutting-edge technologies, but you're using like Flintstone-age tools and software to manage your own process. Really? I mean, isn't it time that you upgraded yourselves as well and made it easier on you and on the founders? And that's what Invisu is here to do. Invisu is creating the right tools for the right people involved to source the right deals and close them fast. And we wanted to give the whole process an overhaul, so we started at the very foundation, which is what happens before the meeting even starts. So we created the Invisu online storytelling wizard, turning this lovely, wonderful one-pager PDF, which I'm sure you love reading, especially on your mobile devices, into this. It's an online guided process for startups. It's not a template, and it's not a questionnaire, and it's not a profile. It's something that actually, it's like having me there whisper in your ear, this is what you should write, and this is what you should put there, and this is what they want to hear, and how to do it finally right. And finally, it helps them communicate better with investors. They can actually include rich media, such as videos and screenshots and social links and graphs. They can send it off to investors who finally understand what they do in less than a minute, see if this is a company they want to meet with or not, and source better deals that are matched to their investment preferences. And also, startups can actually track investor engagement and see who's worth following up with, who's really interested in them. And our unique engine is actually able to capture this whole process, analyze it, and learn what exactly is going on in these people's minds. And in the past 6 months since we've launched our beta with about 1,000 startups around the world using our online wizard, we've learned some pretty interesting things. For example, the first thing that 82% of investors are actually looking at is the secret sauce section. That's not something that I even used to include when I wrote one-pagers for clients. We just threw that in there, and that's what they're looking at. And we can tell startups safely now that if you write a differentiation statement, you can increase your chances for a meeting by 35%. Also, 72% of investors are looking at the team and their social links, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and also screenshots are a big one, and that's something you can't even put in a static page. So this leads us, as we turn our data into knowledge, into our next phase. Communicate. We're hard at work creating a robust set of tools for investors that allow them to loop in other investors or their own partners, communicate in one place privately, ask questions of the startups, track, and they can even rank the startups that they want to call in, and have it all happen there. Now, as we grow, we realize this isn't about public profiles and search tools. It's about privacy and curation and powerful analytics, leading to the final phase of Invisu, the close. We don't want to just help the process. We want to be part of the process. We want to change it from the bottom up and enable faster deals to close for more people, actually transforming this into this. Just like Google Express did for Costco, delivering the perfect deals to your doorstep, neatly packaged, based based on your unique preferences and our smart analytics, with the tools to close in a matter of days, if not hours. Oh, and speaking of Google, they actually are our first partner. We just closed a partnership with them. We're a unique offering for their Google Startup Launchpad program with 7,000 startups and growing around the world being given an Invisu membership. And I'm featured on 2 instructional films on their Google Developers YouTube channel with 700,000 followers. And Invisu is also featured there as a tool of choice for one-pagers. Looking at our market, entrepreneurship is on the rise constantly. There's 1.35 million new tech startups around the world annually. Last year alone, there was a 47% increase in first-time funding requests. And it's anticipated, get this, that by 2020, there will be $120 billion of online or crowd-invested funds. And this is thanks to the Regulation A+ that just got passed finally a couple weeks ago and the secondary market opening. The only thing that's shrinking is the cost that it actually costs to initially start up and get up and running. Invisu is perfectly positioned to make this process fast and useful for as many people as possible. We know that we are on the threshold of a new era, and we plan to be there when the floodgates open. Our team are made up of experts from all aspects of startups, everything from story to product to management to investment. And our passion is getting startups funded, which, by the way, we actually just opened up our own seed round of $1 million after closing $100,000 of micro VC money in Israel, which enabled us to develop our MVP and get it up and running, which was fantastic. And we just relocated out to Silicon Valley a couple months ago from Tel Aviv to ramp things up for our launch. So, startups. If you're tired wasting hundreds of hours attempting to create investor materials that don't necessarily get you the meeting, and dear investors, if you're tired of actually trying to read the PDFs and doing the PDF mambo on your smartphone, join us for the Invisu Investment Revolution Start, saving time, cutting through the noise, and closing better deals faster today. Join us for free at Invisu.me. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. It's time for questions.
Can you walk us through your business model?
Yes, thank you. So we will be providing premium, we already are providing premium services both for startups and for investors. We also will have an expert marketplace where there'll be a transaction fee. However, our big vision is actually being part of this process and taking actual equity and cash from certain deals that go through the platform we intend to build as we grow.
And can you just give us any projections, what you might think you'd be able to do?
I'd be happy to sit down with numbers for you afterwards. I just can tell you that now a premium membership fee for startups is $89 a year, and we already have our initial paying customers. We just opened our paywall a couple weeks ago. So proof of concept has been proven. And they used to pay me more to write it for them. So we're trying to keep it. We're not going to make our big money off of startups. We have much bigger plans. We want to get this out there.
Could you elaborate a bit on the bigger plans, please?
Yes. Like I said, the more people on board, both startups and investors, we're learning more and more. This great article just came out on TechCrunch about Doxon analyzing 200 pitch decks, which I was very excited to see because it caused everybody sending to me, have you seen this, have you seen this? We have 1,000 startups and we have it broken down into real units of what goes on here. So the more we grow, we'll be able to develop very powerful investment tools that learn you and learn everybody out there, learn exactly the deals they're looking at, and able to bring it and deliver it so that you can jump on board, close, do the due diligence, everything will be there for you, all the various working parts. I can sit down and walk it through with you later on if you'd like.
More questions? No more questions?
Wow, that's it.
Okay.
I was expecting to be more, so thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Invisu.
Thanks.
Thank you.